This is K-pop Bits.
As we approach the end of 2025, the K-pop world has reached new peaks in success, impact, and global visibility. However, this year has also been marked by a series of headline-grabbing controversies that kept fans and netizens talking nonstop. With that in mind, here's our countdown of the 10 most controversial K-pop groups of 2025, based on the year's most buzzworthy moments. 10th spot on the list goes to the BOYZ. Mid-year, the group shook the industry when longtime member HAKNYEON was abruptly removed from the lineup after Japanese and Korean media published photos of him at a Tokyo bar and hotel with a retired AV actress. The reports sparked rumors that he had solicited prostitution, allegations he has repeatedly denied, but his label, 100, still terminated his contract and slapped him with multi-billion won penalty claims. HAKNYEON has since fired back through interviews and legal action, accusing the company of failing to protect him and calling the treatment unfair. Once HAKNYEON's scandal broke, everything else seemed to fall like dominoes. Their world tour began to crumble, with stops quietly cancelled or scaled down amid reports of poor ticket sales and logistical mismanagement. On top of that, the BOYZ were dragged into an intense standoff with girl group QWER after the group revealed a megaphone-shaped light stick that fans claimed looked nearly identical to the BOYZ's official design. Accusations of plagiarism erupted instantly, turning social media into a battlefield. Fan truck protests were funded and sent to QWER's agency, and the situation escalated to the point where both sides began discussing possible legal action. Coming in at number 9 is EXO. The legendary veteran boy group faced a turbulent 2025, largely defined by the ongoing CBX lawsuit saga. The subunit, CHEN, BAEKHYUN, and JIMIN pursued legal action against SM Entertainment over contract disputes, and after repeated failed attempts to reach a mutually aligned settlement, the conflict led to an incomplete group comeback, with all CBX members excluded entirely. This decision left fans reeling and deepened existing divisions within the fandom as debates and frustration consumed the year. Number 8 is Super Junior. The long-standing icons of K-pop faced renewed backlash in 2025 over both past and present controversies involving several members. SIWON was called out once again for allegedly racist, Islamophobic, and homophobic remarks from previous years, with critics saying his actions up to now show no real improvement, leading to calls for his exclusion from group activities. LEETEUK also drew criticism for alleged pro-Trump comments, which many fans were unhappy about. Internal tensions were rumored as well, including claims that LEETEUK shaded SIWON multiple times on social and instances of members unfollowing each other on social media. While the group has survived many storms over their long career, these allegations once again strained their public image and their relationship with fans. Meanwhile, rookie group CORTIS takes the 7th spot. They exploded onto the scene in 2025, but quickly found themselves caught in allegations of being Nepo babies, with critics claiming their rise was boosted by HYBE and Big Hit, home to major acts like TXT and BTS. Despite being one of the biggest rookie debuts of the year, they faced constant nitpicking from netizens over nearly every aspect of their music, visuals, and behavior. More alarming, however, were conversations within the entire K-pop community accusing adult female fans of sexualizing the members, many of whom are minors. KEONHO, the youngest and the most popular, was frequently at the center of these uncomfortable discussions. The group's casual use of terms like Nuna and Mommy during fan interactions reportedly intensified the discomfort, fueling broader conversations about how female predatory behavior toward young boys in East Asian culture is often minimized or ignored. These concerns ignited strong calls for stricter boundaries and healthier fan engagement. aespa's ambitious push into the US market in this year was seen by many as falling short despite multiple promotion attempts in previous years, with alleged failures attributed to mismatched strategies and lukewarm public reception. Their fandom also faced accusations of toxicity, with some fans being called out for bullying rival groups online. Winter became the center of rumored dating scandals, sparking intense debate and outrage among fans. Meanwhile, KARINA found herself pulled into political speculation after a photo she uploaded during Korea's election season was interpreted by some netizens as implying support for a right-leaning party, an interpretation she publicly denied. International tensions added further fuel to the fire, with Japanese fans making headlines after launching petitions that reportedly gathered hundreds of thousands of signatures denouncing aespa over cancelled Japan dates, as well as an intensified issue. About NINGNING when she posted a photo of a lamp that some netizens claimed resembled an atomic bomb mushroom cloud. With controversies stacking from all directions, aespa lands in the 6th spot. In a rare instance of a group facing successful cancellations from their own fans, Kiss of Life lands at number 5. The group dealt with significant racism backlash in 2025 after a birthday livestream was criticized for mocking Black and Latino culture, damaging what had once been a highly promising future. Although the members attempted damage control through apologies and clarifications, the controversy triggered intense boycotts from segments of their international fandom to the point where it seemed no amount of effort could redeem them. As a result, the group has struggled to regain the momentum they once had. In 4th place is NewJeans, who remained in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons from 2024 through 2025 due to a string of high-profile lawsuits. Disputes between their agency and external parties continued dominating headlines well into this year, creating one of the most chaotic legal sagas in K-pop. Fans rallied fiercely in support throughout the ordeal, but the saga ultimately ended with NewJeans deciding to return to working under HYBE after months of uncertainty, speculation, and industry-wide debate. Taking 3rd place is NCT, whose massive lineup also meant a massive wave of controversies in 2025. Yang faced backlash after netizens accused his family's company, AdLink, of having alleged ties to Israeli military technology, a claim that quickly sparked outrage online. Meanwhile, Mark's collaboration with McDonald's also drew heavy criticism, with some fans pointing to alleged political ties between the brand and Israel, leading to scattered global boycotts. Many argued the endorsement clashed with Mark's carefully curated public image. Yuta also faced criticisms for cultural appropriation over certain styling choices during his solo comeback, adding even more fire to an already chaotic year. Then came the biggest buzz of all, former member Taeil officially going to jail. After months of investigations, Taeil admitted to charges related to special quasi-rape involving a heavily intoxicated tourist and was sentenced to 3.5 years in prison. The news ignited explosive anger across the fandom, with many arguing the sentence was far too short. Reports that Taeil was appealing for a reduced sentence only enraged the general public further. BTS, the biggest boy group in the world, weren't immune to 2025's controversies, landing in 2nd place. Spotify's removal of alleged bot streams from several members' solo releases ignited fierce debates over chart integrity, fan manipulation, and whether BTS were being unfairly targeted. JUNGKOOK, JIMIN, and V's rumored dating lives also became non-stop tabloid fodder, sparking a split within the fandom with some fans raised genuine concerns about privacy invasion, while others displayed an alarming sense of entitlement over the members' personal lives. Furthermore, V's partnerships with McDonald's and Coca-Cola sparked backlash from some fans who highlighted the company's alleged political ties to the Israel-Gaza conflict, leading to boycotts and criticism about idols navigating global brand deals during politically sensitive times. Finally, topping the list is All Day Project, a group plagued by a perfect storm of Nepo baby scandals and every issue in between throughout 2025. Annie was mainly criticized for talks about benefiting from family connections, while Tarzan faced blackfishing accusations for altering his look to mimic black aesthetics. Youngsai dealt with whispers about being always left out and struggling to fit in, and Woochon was called out for alleged homophobic remarks during a live stream, as well as clips circulating of him appearing snobbish and egoistic in public, further tarnishing the group's image. Some fans even said their concept unintentionally made them come across like high school bullies, making many lose interest or avoid supporting the group altogether. Ultimately, in today's climate, where more and more ordinary people resent opportunities being taken away and handed to Nepo babies, the timing couldn't have been worse for groups like CORTIS and All Day Project tied to these accusations. Critics contrasted them with so-called unique and organic come-ups from small companies, fueling a widespread shift in preference. The accumulation of these claims ultimately derailed their trajectory in both good and bad ways, making All Day Project the most discussed and controversial act of the year. Behind every controversy lies a reminder of how intense and unforgiving the spotlight can be. These 10 groups define the year not just through music, but through the controversies they faced, willingly or not. Did any of your faves make the list? Share how you feel in the comments, and let us know your reflection about this year's controversies in K-pop.